Today I don't feel I am suitable for that moment. I will shortly introduce Swamiji Paramatmananda. I was very blessed that my Guruji sent me to stay in his ashram, and it was very, very wonderful time. I had good time for sadhana, and they gave me everything, and they gave me darshan of Gujarat and many temples, many ashrams here. It was just unforgettable, and that time is so slow. We have time only for ourselves, to be with ourselves, to dwell on Bhagavan, on Atma, on Vedanta Shastra. So I just can't believe that Swamiji is today here with us. For me, it's just a miracle. I feel I'm dreaming. And I would, he always supported me when, you all know that I was kicked out of Gujarat. But he was always like friendly with me, like friend. Not even expressing that he is big Swami and I'm nobody, I'm foreigner, I'm with Yeshu in India, but he would always treat me like equal, and he would always be very kind and supporting and caring. So I am, so I am very, very grateful for both, that I could meet him, I could stay in his ashram with my Guruji, Kripa, and that today he is with us here. And Swami Paramatmananda is, Giriji is head of the Nirvanadam ashram in Ranavam village near Porbandar, Saurashtra, Gujarat. Saurashtra is the area of Gujarat which is, they say, and I also experienced that, which is best for the sadhus. People are very, very kind, very caring, and they have so much respect for sadhus, even for me. So that is unforgettable. That love, that care I received there. And this was with the grace of Swamiji, and my Guruji moved now she's in very nearby her ashram. Yeah, before we lived in a different place, different part of Gujarat, Ahmedabad. Then now she's very nearby, and she also said this is the best part of India for the sadhus. And I agree with that. It's very, very special, a special place. About his parampara, his guru is Bhajan Prakashananda. He did very intense tapas. I don't know much about it. I hope Swamiji will tell more. But he thought today that he could do sadhana for 28 hours in one asana. And his guru Benji told me like he would do for a long time, sadhana, I think 16, 17 hours every day, and he made very wonderful ashram. He started from the scratch, he experienced lots of problems, living on nothing, and then they built such a very wonderful ashram. And his guru took sannyasa from Satyamitranandaji, Giriji, whom I also had blessing to meet, and he was also very, very kind. I would just say that this sampradaya, they are extremely kind, caring and loving, and all accepting, and I feel immensely blessed that I had darshan of some sadhus of this sampradaya. So I made many mistakes, very sorry, so Swamiji will correct me.
Hello. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yes, because you know more how is the sound, whether it is clear or not. सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। शिव एव गुरु साक्षात् गुरुरेव शिव स्वयं, उभयोरन्तरं किञ्चित् न ज्ञातव्यं मुमुक्षुभिः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुर्मूर्ति, पूजामूलं गुरुर्पदम्, मन्त्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं, मोक्षमूलं गुरुर्कृपा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु, गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय जगदङ्कुरहेतवे सदोदिताय पूर्णाय नमोऽनन्ताय विष्णवे। ओंकारं बिन्दु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः, कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने, व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भे शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्, अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां, वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। First of all, I say pranam to Mother Vivekanand ji, the head of this ashram. I go to her. Then Swamini Padmananda ji, she is very well known to me because she stayed at my ashram many times. She used to stay for even 1 month in a Mohan Mandir, we call silence temple. Once enter, person remains in that temple. We provide everything, tea, food, everything we provide. But condition is there to stay in solitude with themselves only. No contact, no talking, no mobile. So I appreciate that she could stay there for 1 month. It is very difficult to stay with ourselves. Those who can stay with themselves alone, they are always happy wherever they are. They are not dependent on others. Otherwise we will say, oh, I was bored. Oh, it was difficult. I had no one today. I was alone. It is very difficult to stay alone with ourselves. So solitude, darkness, and silence. These three are the source of energy. They give us energy. Because by speaking we lost so many energy. All the time we are speaking. We are wasting our energy. And usually our talks are of no use. And when we are alone, at least we are silent. And darkness. Usually we are afraid of darkness. But darkness calm down mind. So there are many people come there to have that silence practice. But sometimes I found that people, some come but they cannot stay there. Within 2-3 days they write a cheat. So I'm not feeling well, I want to come out. So it is difficult. Aloneness is the reality. Loneliness and aloneness, two different things. Loneliness is physical, material thing. We said, oh, I was lonely, I feel lonely. That is superficial thing. But aloneness is the inner self, the real I, the truth, the self. When we are with ourselves, there is aloneness. No duality, only existence is there. So, this is the spiritual practice. Silence is the main practice of yogi. Those who want to have yoga, yoga means connect with the God. Yoga is a Sanskrit word, huge. Sanskrit word huge means to connect, to unite. Two things, union of two things is called yoga. So, spiritually thinking, union, what union? Union is individual soul with supreme soul. We call individual soul. We are also soul. God is also soul. So, by nature, we are same. By nature, there is no difference between God and us. We are not separate from God. Because everywhere God is there. There is nothing except God. Infinite consciousness like ocean. Everywhere. We are within that ocean of consciousness. But due to ignorance, we think we are body. When we think we are body, we limit ourselves to this body only and live at superficial level, at the body level. And this identification with the body is called ego, and that is the hurdle. So it is a wrong identity. I am body is totally false I, elusive. It is not real I. So through real I, when we realize our real I, we call self, the true self or our true nature. That is the realization of truth. And after that realization, we feel that yoga, oneness with God or oneness with infinite existence. There is no two, no duality. This is the main philosophy of India, Vedanta. Vedanta said there is only Brahma. This world, so-called world, is dream, not real. Only Brahma is there. Brahma is pure consciousness. There is no name and form. There is pure energy, we can call. Today modern science also believes that there is only energy. In the old time, science said that it is only material thing. There is no energy, only material. Now they say that every this material thing also energy. There are different vibrations. That's why it looks different. But ultimately, all one energy only. It looks like many form, but it is different frequency. And the original frequency is God's nature. We call Om, Amen, Amin, word. This is the nature, original one. The silence we call it. That is the real silence. When we feel inside silent, our mind is stopped, no thoughts, thoughtless state, just being, no duality, no feeling of body. Then we feel oneness with existence. And after this realization only we can really know what is happiness, the eternal happiness. Since thousands of years, maybe we don't know, beginningless, human beings searches for happiness. All our activities day to day, from morning to evening, is aimed at getting happiness. Because no one wants unhappiness, everyone wants to be happy. Or the worst bad men also want happiness. They are doing sin, they are harming others, they are offending, they are doing violence. But ultimate, they want happiness. No one wants unhappiness. Suffering, no one desires. So our great messengers, our realized saints we call, the rishis we call in India, but in Sanskrit. So thousands of years they have did this research on this subject only. We don't want suffering. Yeah. But if we don't understand what is the cause of suffering, then we cannot get out of it. First we have to diagnose, then only treatment can start. First we should understand what is the cause of this illness or this sickness or this binding, the bondage of this birth and death, cycle of birth and death, rebirth again and again. Maybe some people don't believe in rebirth, but we believe in that. Life is unending, no beginning, no end. Life continues, the body only changes. Death is nothing but end of this body, physical body only. There are other two bodies, subtle body and causal body. There are three main bodies. Only this physical body, it changes form. This form is gone, we call it death. But again, that soul gets new body. According to their karmas, we call actions, whether good or bad, accordingly they get new body to enjoy the fruits of the bad and good deeds. So suffering is caused by our bad deeds. When we hurt others, we offend, we do violence, then its result is suffering. When we make others suffer, the result will be suffering for us. So that is the real religion, which say that to help others, to make others happy, to anywhere, at least don't offend, don't do violence, don't make others suffering, don't insult. This is the real religion. Only going to temple or church is not religion. Day to day, what is our action? How we think, whether positive, negative. This is also action. Mental activity is also action, deeds. It also creates reaction. Because we are connected with whole universe mentally. Mentally we are connected. Physically we look that we are separate. But mentally we all are connected. And as a soul, we are one. There are no many souls. Truth, our nature is same. Same you, same every insect and up to the God. Their basical nature is same, consciousness only. There is no difference in consciousness. There are not many. Yourself and myself is not different. Same. So that is why our messenger said that don't do unto others what you don't like to be done unto you. We sometimes insult others, we harm others. And someone harms others, insult others, we don't like. So this is the religion real, that when we treat others, we should always think that if I am treating them badly, then naturally he will also feel suffering. He will also did not like. Everyone does not like. Because myself and yourself is same. If I don't like, then you also don't like. So if we are really religious and we are really walking on the path of spirituality, then at least our actions, we should change our actions. Don't think bad for others. Bad thinking, first of all, creates suffering for us only. When we are thinking negatively bad for others, we feel bad inside. Then others will also feel, because mentally we are connected. Our thought waves disturbs everything. So if we are thinking positive, then it will benefit others also, and we also benefited from that. So this is the way of spiritual life. If we are living like this, we are really on the path of spirituality or on the path of religion. Because this way only will help us to reach the ultimate religion. Ultimate religion is God itself. That is the eternal. We call Sanatan Dharma. Dharma means religion. Dharma is a Sanskrit word. Dharma is our nature. And Sanatan means eternal, immortal. So our religion, nature, to realize our nature is realization of Sanatan Dharma. And then we know that I have no birth, I have no death. I am eternal. And I am pure bliss. I am conscious, I am ever existing, and I am bliss. Totally peaceful, totally satisfied, totally content with self. We don't miss anything. We don't miss that I don't have this and this, I want this. You are totally content when you realize yourself. The search for happiness ends, and we realize that there is no happiness outside. It is our experience also. Our great saints, our holy books, they everywhere the same thing. Whatever is seeing, whatever sensual object, always we are running after that for happiness. And our experience also says that we never find happiness there. Temporary excitement, mental excitement is there. We find some sort of good thing for us. Good and bad is also a relative term. Something good for me, you may say, oh, I don't like it. So there is nothing good and bad in that object. Only our mental attitude creates likes and dislikes, good and bad. We create divisions. So this is our search, and we call there's four main subject. One is the cause of suffering. Find out the cause of suffering. If we find out cause, then only we can remove the suffering. And other, find out the ever bliss, which is ever, not temporary. The permanent happiness, the eternal happiness. So our rishis, our great men, they thousands of years they did research on this only. They live in forest, very simple way, just eat fruit in a hut, simple life, but they were in harmonious atmosphere in forest. And they wrote many Upanishads, many holy books from Vedas. They realized the truth inside. It is not just writing and book and this. They are realization inside. So they don't claim that this Veda are ours. We gave this Veda. This knowledge we gave. No one claims. They say it was God's grace that we were only the vehicle. We were only the media. Through us, this body that was manifested. So ultimately our great rishis found that main cause of suffering is ignorance, not knowing truth. Not knowing truth is the cause of all problems. Yeah, this suffering, whatever, old age, this sickness, then birth, then death, everything is suffering. Here mostly suffering. There is happiness is just elusive word. We don't find, and we experience also. So they find out that main cause is the ignorance of the truth. Means we forgot ourselves that I am myself is source of happiness, and I am eternal. I have no birth. I have no death. I am totally bliss. I am the consciousness, and I am infinite. Everything is within me, and I am in everything, all pervading. This is the God or the soul. That is. So we said that God is everywhere, but we can realize inside as self that I am that, because it is formless energy. So our mind, intellect, our senses cannot perceive it. It is beyond perception. We cannot perceive. And we try to understand through mind and our intellect, our scientists, what they are doing. They are searching God. In Switzerland only you have the CERN laboratory, if you have heard the name. They are trying to find God particles. Thousands of scientists they are working and billions of they are wasting. This is not the way to realize the God. Only you can realize inside as self. You cannot perceive it. Mind and intellect cannot know it. They are inert thing. They are working on the power of the self. They have no power. Mind, intellect, body, they have no their own power, their own existence. So they say we found God particle. God cannot be a particle. It is beyond particle. Up to particle we can know through the machines, this microscope and all that. We found out electron, proton, neutron, this. We found out. But now they are on the border. Beyond this particle, what is there? They are not able to understand now. They say black hole, black energy, and no any idea what is that black energy, what is that black hole, from which all this universe, all galaxies, they are coming out and again going back. So that just like space, this emptiness is the source of everything. Emptiness means it is not nothingness, it is everything. Everything comes out of from that nothingness, that void, the silence, and everything goes back to that. So this is our research, our spiritual people, they say that, that's why Bible also said, the kingdom of God is within yourself. The kingdom is not some place or we'll go there and we'll enjoy there. That kingdom is ourself. The eternal happiness, the bliss, the peace, what we call consciousness. Everyone said, even our holy book said, that this body is the temple. Shankaracharya said, Deho devalayam prokta dehi dev niranjan. Architaha sarva bhavena swanubhutya viradti. This is a sloka of Sadachara Stotra by our Adi Shankaracharya. He says this body is the temple. Because we don't understand, that's why we created the temples outside. It is for beginning, it's good, not bad. Those who can't understand cannot go within. Disturbed mental, agitated mind cannot go inside. They only go outside, and so this is good. Temple not bad. Churches, temple, everything is good. But for the beginner, once you understand that ultimately we will have to go within and realize as self that I am that. God's name is I am that. If you have read the Bible, Jesus also said, what is God's name? I am that. In our Hindu philosophy, the Vedanta also say, Soham. It is Sanskrit, Soham meaning saying, Saha Aham, I am that. I am Atma, I am Brahm, I am pure consciousness. So all holy books, all our messengers talking about same thing, only the way they explain, the expression is different, the language is different. So we think that, oh, this book says differently, this book says differently. But because we don't know the meaning of those words, and actually this is beyond word, we cannot explain it. What is God? What is Atma? Only can be experienced. But even then they have tried to explain because there was no other way except words. Only through word only we can express something. So they tried that, let us tell someone qualified, maybe he will understand, it will be useful to some extent. Yeah, up to some extent these words and books are useful. Beyond that, words have no reach. Word cannot reach there. Mind cannot reach there. Intellect cannot reach there. We have to stop thinking, stop doing, just be spontaneous, be peaceful, just observe. By doing we cannot achieve that. Doing is against the spiritual practice of higher level. You have to stop doing, don't do. Because it is not something to achieve. If we have to achieve something, we need doing something. But here you are that. And you know that I am. Only to realize that who am I? That is the problem. We don't know who am I. But we know that I am. No one can deny that I am not. I cannot say I am not. I am always I am. I feel I am every time. That is that I amness, that feeling of I am comes from that real nature, not body. But we think I am body, that's why I am. No, body cannot survive. It is every moment changing body. In 1 year, every cell of our body gets changed. We get new body. But we have no idea. We think I am body. We just live in a dream-like state, like a robot. Yeah. We never think about us. We always think about others. What others are doing. What is there in sky. What is there in sea. What is there in matter, everything. We are trying to understand that. But never try to understand who am I. Who is the knower. Yes, we are knowing this and that. But the knower is true. What is known is illusion. This is the main principle of Vedanta philosophy. That all what is observed is like illusion, like movie. But the observer inside is true. So we have to realize that who is observing. When I say I know you, who is that I who is knowing you? Knowing himself, knowing this. Who is that knower? The observer. That is our real self. So we should go deep, find out, have that question, self-inquiry we call it. Who am I? It is not just question to ask and we wait for the answer. But when we start inquiry, who am I? Doing inquiry, one day that questioner will not be there. Questioner will go. Means questioner is ego, false I. And by questioning, we will realize the source of ego, source of false I. Ego will go. And the real I, we call the true self, Atma, will be realized. And that is the final truth. When we say, I am Brahma, Aham Brahma, this is our Vedas Mahavakyas. When we go to Master Guru, he will say, you are that. You don't try to find outside. You are that. That God and you are not different. You are same by nature. You are not body. You are not mind. You are not senses, intellect. Go beyond. Inquire within. So the journey within is the real spiritual journey. It starts from without. It was difficult to go within directly. There are so many techniques for going within. And one of them is breathing. Attend your breathing. There are 112 techniques for understanding what is meditation. I do meditation every day. But doing is against meditation. When you are doing, it is not meditation. When you stop all efforts and you are just aware, that's meditation. But it is difficult to understand in the beginning. So we have found many techniques. The breathing is one of them and most widely used by many saints. Buddha only said this is one technique is enough. Just observe your breathing. By observing, you will be aware. Observing means you have to aware of breathing, and that creates your awareness. And slowly you realize what is awareness. Because our self is also awareness. Atma is awareness, consciousness. So slowly we realize that I am observer of breathing also separate from me. So naturally body is separate from me. Breathing is very subtle vital energy. Oh, this breathing air, this is our vital energy. We are living on breathing only. There is energy. So we realize that even breathing is not me. I am just observer of breathing also. I am beyond that. And slowly we realize what is awareness, what is my real nature, who am I? That answer we will understand inside only. We will experience it. It is not question of just telling that I am this and I am Atma and I am Brahm. Just by telling, we cannot be that Brahma. We are Brahm. We don't have to be Brahm. Not by action or this. It is not something we have to achieve. We are there. Only realization need. So that's why we need to stop doing. In real practice, and when we go higher level, we stop all efforts. No efforts. No desire. If you have little desire, mind will start some effort. Thinking this, that, I should do this, I should do this. Then I will know this, I will get this, I will get peace. My mind will stop. You are fighting against your mind at the beginning. It is of no use. You cannot fight against mind. Mind is fighting against mind. You have to just observe. Thoughts and whatever feelings, they are coming and going, just like on the screen. So just observe it. Don't do anything. Don't try to stop mind. Don't try to stop thinking. Only sit silently, no effort. Just be observer, neutral, without any judgment. Let thought and come and go. They are usually going and coming in mind. Our self is beyond that. We are witness. Suppose you are doing something, because I am there, so I know. But I have no relation with you. You are quarreling, you are doing something. I am just knowing that you are there and something is happening in front of me. Because I am consciousness. So due to consciousness, I know everything. What is happening around me, what is happening within me. So this is our search. So we find out that ignorance is the cause. From that ignorance, the ego arises, that I am body, that's ego. The main cause is ignorance about the true, our real self, we've forgotten, we can say. Because it is beginningless. This ego, it is not that before some year, this ego came into existence. Ego, we call this asma, soul is beginningless. This world is beginningless. God is beginningless. Everything is beginningless. There is no beginning. Science says that before billions of years, this existence came into existence. It was created like it. But we believe that everything is beginningless. No one has created. God himself is creation. We say that God is created, but not like what we create here. God is there, he brings in some material and then they connect and then created this universe. It is not like that. God himself is this universe. So Vedanta says that creator and creation both are same. So whatever we see is God's expression, manifestation form of God, name and form. But that name and form is not permanent. That's why we say it is Maya, illusion, God's play. Real one is beyond name and form. That is real God's nature. So we have to go beyond name and form. Because name and form, we see every moment it is changing. So it is not true. The truth is one which never changes. This world is ever changing and the truth is never changing. That's why it is true. It will not change. It has no beginning, no end. While all these things have beginning and end, this body is also beginning and end. And everything, one day this dissolves, all universe, all creation dissolves back to the source. So that is not destruction. Dissolving means again go to the seed form. Suppose a tree is there, we take a little seed and we say that there is nothing inside, but tree is there in subtle form. That's why when we sow it, the tree comes out. So this coming, so becoming a tree is creation, we can say. and again go back to the seed form, is then it is the source. So we say that only this manifestation and unmanifestation this cycle goes on unendingly. Actually, there is no creation, there is no destruction. Everything just change form. This is how we understand. So we found out that suffering is due to this. Only by superficial means we cannot stop suffering. There is no. Even you find this, even you become king, you become like you owner of this planet, you will not be able to be happy. Because there is no happiness. But we run after material thing, we more. There is no end of more. How much we want? How much we want? Little bread we can eat. If that is God's grace, then we can eat. Otherwise, we have so many things, but we cannot eat. This body is not healthy. You cannot enjoy. You have collected so many things. You have a lot of wealth and this and that. These objects are there available. You are not able to now enjoy it because this body has limitation. So they found out that main cause is this. By this, whatever wealth, whatever this material thing you will collect, they cannot give happiness. So in old time they say that most of the kings became saints more. Because king realized that I have everything and I am empty. I don't get anything. Then he realized that there is no happiness in the material thing. A poor man will think, oh, God is very happy. If I get money, I will be so happy. There is poor man's philosophy. They are understanding because he is poor, so they think that the others are happy and I am not happy. I have no car, I have no bungalow, I have no this property here, where I cannot enjoy this pleasure, sensual pleasures. So mainly possibility for a wealthy man is more to understand this, that there is no happiness. Because he tried everything. Now he know. He can understand that if there is happiness, it should increase with your property, your wealth. It should go on increasing. Then we should go for more. Otherwise, God has given some understanding. We should try to understand. In the beginning, I had no any wealth or property or anything. I was simple man. Slowly, I got many wealth, many money, many properties, many facilities. So at that time, we should understand that I am getting more and more. Am I more happier now? We should think about it. Then you will find the answer. And that is what everyone says, that we have to go empty-handed. What Alexander said when he was dying, he said, keep my hands outside my coffin so that people know that I am going empty-handed. He tried to conquer whole world. Throughout his life, he fought wars. When he came to India, he could not conquer India. He came to border. He had fought with Paras king. But at that time, he became sick. And he thought that I should go to my country, my home, meet my mother, like this. So he kept his army and his commanders there. That you fight, I'll go home and come back. So on the way, he became very serious. His health deteriorated. He had a lot of money. So this doctors, so-called doctor at that time, maybe we call Vaidya, they were there. So he said, I will give whatever money you want. Make me, cure me, heal my sickness. They said, but it is beyond our power. We tried our best, but we are not able. What can we do? We don't want your money. It is not so that we want money, that's why we are not curing you or treating you. We tried our best, but we are helpless now. This sickness is like this. There is no medicine. There is no treatment for this. There. And then Alexander realized that my money, my wealth, my power cannot treat this sickness or my illness. He realized. And he could not reach the home or his mother. On the way he died. So this is all experience of past history. If we read this, our holy books also say so much history, what happened and what ultimately they found it. So there are many stories to teach us. So that the wise man is one who learns from others' experience. Suppose poison is there, we need not taste it. Other tasted and what happened? They died. So no need to try. So understand from others' practice, others' experience, what did they and what they found. So if we are wise, we should not go for trying and wasting our time and energy. So they found out ignorance. So to realize the truth is our goal of spiritual practice. We are doing that only. These ashrams are for that. This sannyas is for that. They renounced this material life, family life, and they dedicated their whole life for this purpose only. Because they found out, they realized that there is no happiness here involved, and there cannot be happiness. Not at all possible. Because this material thing only can facilitate your life. We have many facilities nowadays. Many facilities. So facilities is not happiness. It can create little bit comfort, no happiness. So they found out this cause, that cause is ignorance. So they tried to solve that ignorance and realize that truth. Who is the real nature? Who are we by nature? Who is our real I? They found out many techniques, many ways of practice. Sadhana we call it. So that's why in this on this planet there are many paths we call. Paths is actually not something to walk on. It is actually pathless path. You don't have to go anywhere. You have to transform yourself. Only change within. There is nothing going. When we meditate, we don't go anywhere. After practice, we don't go anywhere. We realize here and now. Actually, everything is here and now. Future and past is mental creation. Only our imagination is future, and past, our memories is past. Actually, it is mind, and that is the what we call sansar or world. What our great saints say, that all this world is nothing but mind. Mind is not something in our head. Mind is this. What we see, this creation is mind. It is mental. That's why we say it is illusion. It's like movie. It's not true. It's like dream. So they found out this cause of suffering, and they tried their best, so many paths, so many ways of practice, so many techniques according to our nature, whichever practice is suitable for us. Because everyone has a different level of understanding. Developmental stages are different. And this knowledge carried forward from birth to birth. So suppose you are here, you must have done something in past life. You must have done something in past life, and that's why you are here. Those past life experiences remain inside, recorded. And from that again, memory comes. What we know never wasted. It is again we start from that level. Suppose we pass primary level education. So in next birth, we will not have to again get in the KG ABCD. No. You have reached the primary level. Now your journey will start from that only. So everyone is at different level of understanding, different level of awareness. So that's why there are many practices. For those who are at a higher level, for them is only meditation. No one knows that he is doing any practice. He is sitting, he is walking here and there. He is doing everything inside. Whereas we don't know what he is doing. And once someone is doing many effort, he will have temple, this and that. So we think that, oh, he is doing spiritual practice. And the other one is higher level. We cannot see anything what he is doing. He is doing inside only. He is just aware. He is doing his duty. Whatever his destiny is there, he is doing normally like other people. But he is now aware, awakened inside. He is doing everything but with awakening, with awareness. That I am not the doer. We think that I am doing. Actually, we are not doer. If we think that I am doer, then we get bound by that action and reaction. The law of action and reaction, this whole creation based on this law of action and reaction. Our actions create reaction. Whether good action or bad action. Accordingly, there will be reaction, whether good or bad. So what we did in past, now we are facing the reactions. This is called destiny. So we are responsible for whatever is there in our life, whether good or bad, everything we have created, everything is our creation. No one is responsible for that. Sometimes, usually we blame other people. They are bad and they are they are the cause of suffering. We blame always other people. But we always think that I am okay, others are not okay. This is wrong. We are not also okay and they are also not okay. Yes, not okay. So, this is how our ancestors, our great saints, our messenger, we are so grateful to them. We have now ready path. They created the path in forest, and now we have just to walk on that path. They've shown everything. There is everything available. Only need our desire. If we want to get out of this, it is available. Everything is available. So we are very, very grateful to our saints, our holy men, our messengers. They did everything out of compassion. They achieved everything, but they were very compassionate. They saw other suffering and they thought that I will help them. So we should be thankful. The Swamiji created this. He had so many problems. I came to know. It was not for himself, but what he did now, we can understand how useful it for us. So our wise men, they always suffer for people, for others. They sacrifice their life. Yes, but they realize themselves, they realize the truth. So now they don't have to do anything for themselves, but now they know that one day I was also suffering and someone guided me, so I should also guide them now. It is my duty now. So there is no any selfish motive behind it. They are only trying to serve others out of compassion. They go wherever such people are, very interested people are, or people come to them, he try to guide them in his best way. Yeah. So, and the other thing, there are suffering. Suppose we found the cause of suffering. We ignorant and everything. But our rishis try to find that is there any eternal happiness? Is there any eternal peace? Because we want eternal happiness, eternal peace, not temporary, where there is no suffering and only bliss. We want this. We don't want any suffering. So they found out, yes, that permanent eternal happiness is there. And how to achieve that? They said that yes, happiness is inside. We are source of happiness is within ourselves. Whenever we think that I am happy with this thing, some object we found, some sensual object, we say that, oh, it gives me happiness. No, happiness does not come from objects. They cannot give happiness. Whenever you think that I am getting happiness from there, actually the happiness comes from within. It is our misunderstanding that we think that this object is giving me happiness. Suppose that object can give happiness, then it should give every day. Why not every day? We buy something, few days it is new and we think, oh, I'm happy. And within few days we will see something and mind will say, oh, I want that. This is not good. This is the nature of mind. Whatever is easily available, mind has no importance. But he wants something else, something else. That's why we are running after here and there. We try this thing, then leave it and again run after other thing. Like children, they have old toys. So they will, if they'll see other children's toy, it is old and his toy is new, but he will say, no, I want that. So this is the nature of mind. So we will have to understand that the mind, the sensual pleasures, they cannot give. So we have to go beyond mind, transcending the mind. This meditation and this practice is to transcend the mind, beyond mind. And beyond mind is totally peace. It is natural peace. It is not created, achieved. It is natural. It is our nature. We are always peaceful. That's why our holy book says, what will happen after knowledge? Gnanam labdva. Our Gita, Bhagavad Gita says, Arjun, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjun, go to some holy man, saint. How to go? Yes, surrender yourself, like prostrate there. This is the way to go to saint. But people nowadays don't know. They will come and say, do you know God? I want to know. Tell me who is God. Is it the way of asking? Is it the way of going to saint? No. They say, what is the way? How to go to saint? Go and surrender yourself. Remain there with him. Serve him. And when he is at peace, comfort, ask ignorantly. Request, pray that please help me. This is my problem. I want to become happy. I want to know what is God. I want to know myself. What is happiness? I find this bondage in life. This life is binding. We have very limitation. We have no freedom at all. Yes, but we are not totally bound like animals. Animals are bound totally by nature. They have no free will. But human has free will also. One our leg is bound, one leg is free. They give this example. So we have to decide in which direction put this leg. Means what is our free will? Free will there. Many things we are doing on our own. No one asks us. No one compels us. When there is something you cannot avoid it, you have to do that. That is destiny. You cannot avoid it. There are so many things, we don't like it, but it is there. We have to accept, we have to enjoy it, whether bad or good. So that is destiny also. Destiny is past life actions, reaction. We call destiny. Destine. So when we get born, our future life is all planned, decided. How much our life duration, where we will get born, what will be all these objects, material, everything, relations and everything, they are binding. But we have that freedom, willpower also, that free will also there. So how to use that free will is more important. Suppose we did and now we have to suffer. But now if you understand, start now, change your life. You have free will, you can do. You are not like animal. You are not bound. You are given this understanding also. Human has this understanding. Only human body can walk on this spiritual path, not other body. Even deities, their bodies are to just enjoy the fruit. Nothing doing new. But we have that freedom to do something. We have. There's understanding that discrimination between good and bad. A simple man also knows that this is good and this is bad. So live bad and go on the path of good. Live life good. Become good man, good human being. And try to understand what is good and what is bad. So this is the way how our holy men, they have created all this path, their book, their guidance, everything is provided. And still there are many saints around the world. They are ready to help, they are ready to guide. But only few have this understanding, awakening. Others are just sleeping. This life is just sleep. It is not, it is just like robot. We are mechanically like robot, we are living unconsciously. We are not conscious. Consciousness is when we are aware of ourselves, is consciousness. Then we know everything. What is good, what is bad, what should be done, what should not be done. And at that time we realize that I am not bound by this action and reaction. Action and reaction is going on in nature, in body and mind and intellect. I am not actor. I am not doer. I am just witnessing everything, separate from this universe world. So I will have one Shankaracharya's one stotra here. So I will sing that little bit. We'll try to understand. Atma Satak Dekho. If you understand this one stotra is enough to understand what is Atma and what is God and what is self and what is this world or sansar and what is true and what is false. We can discriminate between these two. This is the knowledge path. They say, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. Just living that I am not body, I am not mind, I am not thoughts, I am not feelings. This is not me, this is not me. This is denying everything that I am not. Because we identify body and we say that I am body. So now he says that you are not body, you are not mind, you are not intellect. So everything just deny it, I am not that, I am not that. And slowly, slowly, you will reach to who are really I, who knows this, who is beyond this. So this is way of realizing the discriminating between truth and what is false and what is true. So I'll try to sing it, and maybe you may not understand, but I think you will enjoy it. Nice words. Manobudhi ankar chidaninaham न च श्रोत्र जिह्वे न च घ्राण नेत्रे न च व्योम भूमि न तेजो न वायु चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम न च प्राण संगनो न वे पंचवायु न वा सप्त धातु न वा पंचकोशा न वा पाणिपादो न चोपसपायु चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम न मे द्वेष रागो न मे मोह लोभो मदो नेव मेनैव मात्सर्य भावो न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्ष चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम न मे पुण्य पापम न मे शोक्य दुखम न मे मंत्र तीर्थो न वेदा न यज्ञ अहम भोजनम नेव भोज्यम न भोक्ता चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम न मे मृत्यु शंका न मे जाति भेदा पिता नेव मेनेव माता न जन्म न बंधु न शिष्य गुरुनेव शिष्य अहम निर्विकल्पो निराकार रूपो विभो व्याप्य सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्ति न बंध चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम. This was, who am I? They said, I am Chidanand. Chidanand means I am pure consciousness. I am bliss. I am Shiv. So Shiv is not somewhere else. God Shiva. We are, all soul is God only. We are also Shiva. By nature we are Shiva. We are God. We are not separate from God. So Chidanand Roop. I am pure consciousness and I am bliss. Anand. Anand is bliss. So in India we have this word, every name has the Anand suffix. Omkaranand, Vivekanand, Padmanand, Paramatmanand. That is, Anand is bliss of that Atma. Bliss is totally satisfied, perfect, absolute, perfect. That is satisfaction. I don't need anything. I am fully, I myself is perfect. I don't need anything. That is the real freedom. Otherwise we need everything. Yes, physically there will be need, food and everything. Till the life is there, body will need something for food and survival. But inside they are happy. Whatever is happening with body, they are not affected. They know it is happening with body. It is not with me. I am beyond that. I am beyond mind. I am beyond body. I am beyond the intellect and everything. So they become witness to their body also. We see that they are suffering. They are sick. They have cancer. Even saints say this. But they say that we are also seeing that body. You are seeing that body. I am also seeing that body. The body is suffering. That cannot be stopped. That is destiny. We cannot stop it. But we have to understand that I am not the sufferer. I am separate. I am just observing. I know that body is suffering. This is the knowledge. So they say, Aham Nirvikalpo means I am only one. There are no two. Nirvikalp means no other. only one consciousness, Atma, pure, God is there only. Nirvilkalpo, Nirakar Rupo, I have no form, no shape, no form, formless. God has no form, name. If this body is form, we can say shape, body, name, form. God has no any specific name. But yes, God's name we call I am that. Soham or Pranav Omkar. In Veda, in Yoga Darshan, they say God's name is Pranav. Pranav is Omkar. The Swami's name is also Omkaranand. So that Omkar is our self, real self is Omkar. It is like divine sound we call. That is silence inside. That is real divine love. That inner divine love is that. What we say, I love that and I love you, that is only emotional level, superficial. Next day they will catch each other. Previous day they are hand in hand, they say, oh, I cannot live without you. Next day they will say, I will kill you. So where is love? This is not love. This is selfishness. Everyone love other because he gets something, some happiness from that object, that's why he loves. But when that happiness will not be given, he will stop it. No love. So real love is that. The inner silence we call the Omkar, the Pranav, the word in Bible, then if you read Bible, in the beginning they say, that in the beginning was the word was with the God, and word was the God. That word is real divine love. That is Amen. This is Amin. We call Om. Some say the true name, Satanam. So there are various words for it, but ultimately meaning is same. So we don't have to free. We are already free. There is no bondage. Only realization that I am not bound. I am not body. If you are thinking you are body, then bondage is there. Body has limitation. Body will die. Body has birth. Body has suffering. Body has old age. Everything is there. We cannot stop that. It will happen with body. But realization that I am not body, that is real freedom. Freedom is something we will do hard work and we will achieve freedom. And we will go somewhere, then we will live freely. It is not somewhere. Here and now you are free. Just realize that you are free. Nothing can bind ourselves. There is no one other than Atma. Who can bind? There is nothing. This material thing cannot bind us. We are bound by our desires and passions and attachments. Nothing is binding us. We got bound by our passions. So on spiritual path, we have to leave this passion. And that will go, if your discrimination that there is no happiness, then you will have no passion for that. That understanding will only get us out of that attachment and all this. Till we are not understanding the truth, we will say, oh, I love that, I cannot live without this, I like this. Because we think that they give happiness. But when we understanding this discrimination, we know that there is no happiness outside. And then our mind will not go. Otherwise, we are doing meditation, we are doing practice, and mind is going somewhere else. Our experience is there. If you are doing practice, you also know what happens with us. When we close eye and see what happens. Mind goes here and there. We are sitting here and mind is somewhere else. We are driving car, our mind is somewhere else. Absent-minded. Unconsciously we are living. Just mechanically. Because our subconscious mind taken over. It is by training, our subconscious mind become like auto control. But when we are driving car and something happens, subconscious mind cannot do. We need the conscious mind there. And conscious mind is somewhere else. So by the time we realize, accident is there. Within fraction of moment. But if we are aware, if we are living with awareness, then nothing can happen. Because we are aware, constantly aware, we are driving, we are here, but usually our body is here, mind is somewhere else. This division exhausts us, our energy. And we make many mistakes also. When we are not aware, we are doing something with not aware. So doing many mistakes and everything, study, writing, doing any work, anything, but our concentration is not, our attention is not. Our attention is divided. So by becoming aware, by meditation, even if we don't get Atma and Paramatma and God, with our awareness, we will have better life in material life also. We will have better understanding. with better understanding, we are our peaceful mind, our satisfaction, whatever we got. At least this will good for that also. Even living in material life also, you will have better life at least with that understanding. Otherwise, problems are there. Life itself is problem. Since body itself is, we say the illness. Till we are connected with body, we cannot be happy. So I think this is more than enough. If I have gone beyond, then please excuse me. Whatever came out of me, I just expressed myself. So the body became this media only. Those words, my guru, master, God guided me, and I got expression out of my body. So I tried whatever came in my mind, and whatever came, I just expressed myself. This is not something mine, but if there is something wrong, it is mine. If something good, it is my master's, my guru's, God's grace, and I hope that it may be my words. If it is useful for you, it is worthwhile that I tried my best. So I wish all of you be happy, be content. If you are not satisfied, we never can be happy. Even if you are wealthiest man of this universe or this planet, you will not be happy. If you are not satisfied, you cannot be happy. So learn to be satisfied. Whatever God has given, be satisfied with. Then you are happy. In yoga there is sutra. Santosad anutam sukla. If you are satisfied, then you can have the best happiness inside. If we are not satisfied, we have everything, but we are not satisfied with what we have. We never think that a poor man have no bread, he has no house, he has no clothes. And God has given lot of, beyond our qualification and beyond our necessity, they have given lot of, but still we want more, we want more, we want more. The other one is more wealthier than me. I become more wealthier. This is just for ego, satisfaction with ego, that I am better than other, I have bigger car, I have bigger bungalows, I have more wealth. So it supports ego, and it makes more egoistic person. So I wish all of you good luck. May God bless all of you, all of us. Always we pray for everyone, not prayer for my family or my near ones or my people or my country. Our prayers in Upanishad is like that. They pray, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, means everyone should be happy. Sarve Bhavantu Niramaya, means everyone be healthy. They pray for everyone, every living being. Because if we pray for everyone, it is not more costlier. We don't have to pay. Then why should we not pray for everyone? And when we pray for everyone, we are included in everyone. So let us pray for everyone. Pray for peace in this world, because everywhere is war, fighting, violence. You see, if you go to the history, there is wars only. Wars have never stopped here. So they say that man can become worst or can be best. Both possibilities are there with human being. If he go on the wrong path, he can be the worst. Offensive, killer. So human being has both possibilities are there. So let us understand, at least we don't harm others, we don't offend others. Try to do something good God has given us. If we cannot do money or other help, at least we can console them, at least listen to them. Try to help. By your words only, it may give peace to others. And if we have something more, we should share with others. It is given by God. And one day it will go. If you will not use whatever God is, one day it is going to go. So better use it. Good time God has given. So utilize that for us and for others also. This is the way of living. Real human religion is this. Humanity is the real religion. Not on this so-called name and form and this, and we take this and we clothe and we go temple and we this. This is not only the religion. It is okay, it is little bit of part of that. But ultimately is what we are doing, mentally, physically, verbally. If it is helping others, it is religion. So we pray for whole humanity, whole universe, for everyone, for brotherhood, for peace, for happiness, for love. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukham Apnuyat. Om Shantihi 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 Hari Om. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you have any question, you may continue, otherwise it is over. If you are welcome. If you have any query, then we will just discuss. God has given something to me, so I will share with you.